Hi there, welcome back to the YouTube channel. I'm back again with yet another Aftermath Commander. Please hit the subscribe button, help me get up above 200 subscribers. Hit the like button and leave me a comment, let me know what you think of the deck and what I've missed out. And if you do hit the thumbs down button, please leave me a comment, let me know what I've done wrong. As you all know now, the Aftermath cards and all the legends in it are planeswalkers who have lost their spark. And today's card is obviously no exception to that rule. And as you already know by the title of the video, it's Narset, Enlightened, Exile. Now, obviously the coloured versions are a lot nicer, but this is the one I opened in one of the packs I got last week, so I'm using this one. And it is a 1, a blue, a red and a white for a 3/4 human monk, so that's still the same for Narset. But the next line is really interesting. Creatures you control have prowess. Right, okay. And whenever Narset Enlightened Exile attacks, exile target non-creature, non-land card with a mana value less than Narset's power from a graveyard and copy it. You may cast the copy without paying its mana cost. Right, so basically, the turn after you play Narset, you're going to be able to probably go in for what? Attack for 4 and get to exile a 4 or less mana card. Cost card, mana value card from a graveyard that isn't a creature and play it. Now, when you think about the target non-creature, non-land cards we've got available now, yes, we've got instants and sorceries, but we've also got battles, we've got planeswalkers, and we've got artifacts. So the chances are you're going to get something useful from your opponent's graveyard or your own graveyard if need be, if something's been killed. So, how are we building the deck? Well, it's like this. 36 lands. About average for me. All the blue, red and white lands you can think of are here. As you can see, we've gone fairly heavy on some of the basics. There's a few things in here again. I've been doing it recently in the videos. The actual cost of this deck as it stands at the moment, according to MTG Goldfish, deck list is down below, you can go and have a look, is $622 and a few cents, or 24.69 tickets here on MTGO. So there's some cards as usual that I'll mention that we can drop out if we need to, but the actual artifact ramp, Tantalite, Talisman, Soul Ring and Arcane Signet. I haven't been too heavy on this one for a change, mainly because most of the stuff we're doing is at 1, 2 and 3, which is nicer, and it goes down from there, so I didn't think we need to go too heavy on the ramp. So the cards themselves, what we're looking at is Condemn, Path to Exile, Swords to Plowshare, so we have some targeted removal. Mystical Tutor, so we can go and find something we might need that's an instant or sorcery to help us, trigger the prowess on Narset for everything we control. We've got Faithless Looting for a bit of card draw. Lightning Bolt, because why wouldn't you have Lightning Bolt in a deck you want to do prowess with? And the first prowess creature. Now, my understanding is if you've got a creature with prowess and you've got Narset in play, they get 2 copies of prowess on them. So this Monastery Swift Spear, if you've got this in play along with Narset, you cast a spell, is going to get +2/+2 instead of just +1/+1. Bear it in mind, it works, I think. Shocks here, Elixir of Immortality, because we do need to recycle things through the graveyard. Raise the Alarms here, just to give us some blockers and maybe trigger prowess. Seeker of the Way, we like making sure we can get lifelink. Again, another prowess creatures. All the creatures in the deck, if I remember correctly from when I've built it, have got prowess. So, I'm not going to mention it every time, but just remember, when you see prowess with Narset in play, you've got 2 instances of prowess, so keep it going. Curious Homunculus is here. This doesn't have prowess until it flips. But getting 3 instances of sorcery in our graveyards and then transforming it at the beginning of our upkeep into a 3/4 with prowess that makes our instants and sorceries cost less seemed like a really good plan for me. The first of the cards we can drop if you want to save a bit of cash when you're trying to build this deck in real life. Cyclonic Rifts here, but I would imagine if you're playing Commander, you really do need to think about picking one of these up at some stage. It's one of the key cards in every blue deck you ever come up against. Jeskai Elder, when it deals combat damage, you can draw and discard. It's got prowess. Jeskai Sage is here. When it dies, you get to draw a card. So bear that in mind, slightly different. Umala Entangler is just a cheap prowess creature, but it's 2/1 for 2 mana, so I can cope with that. Counter spells here. Mana Drain, one of the cards you can drop if you need to. Abbot of Kerrol Keep is quite nice. You exile the top card, you can play that card if you want to, and it's got prowess. Dwarven Forge Chainer. I put this in because of the ward of ability more than anything else. I remember this from Brothers War in draft formats, and it's a real pain to deal with. 2 life isn't much in Commander itself, but it's still 2 life, and if they're going to deal with it, they've got to pay it, and it's, you know, double prowess with Narset. Kendra Spell Spear. Yep, the new one from March of the Machine that's going, you know, everyone goes mad about when they see it come out in the draft format still. Trample 2/2, got prowess. Transform it for 3 mana, becomes a 3/3 with trample and wall 2 and prowess, and maybe a 3rd prowess if you're really lucky. That was there. Lightning Strike, another way of triggering prowess, along with majoring bullies here. It has to attack each turn, which is a bit of a downside, but hey, it's a prowess creature. Sanguinary Mage, a slightly bigger prowess creature, a little bit weaker on the attack, but fairly good on the defense. Twin Bolt gives you a couple of ways of pinging things if we need to. Expressive Iteration, go and find the cards you need to be playing this turn, next turn, and, you know, the one you don't really need to play or haven't got the mana for. Storm Chaser Mage, flying, haste, prowess. Yep, that's nice. Lightning Helix, I've put my full art 1 version in here, but it deals 3 damage to any target and you gain 3 life for 1 red and 1 white. Over to the 3 drops. Dragon Bell Monk, Vigilance and Prowess. Not great for 3 mana. This one's a lot better for 3 mana. Monastery Mentor. This one is obviously from my Double Masters, there you go, 2022, but it's come back in recently, so it's really cheap at the moment to go through, so the prices come down significantly. And after Narset itself, Narset the Enlightened Exile, it's the most expensive creature in the deck. All the creatures in the deck cost under, according to Goldfish, under what, 50 cents each. Monastery Mentors, $2.92 according to Goldfish at the moment, and Narset 6. So it's like not the most expensive card in the deck at all, but bear in mind. Niblisk, a flyer with prowess. Zhu Young, the Silent Tempest. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, you may pay a red and a white twice, you know, hybrid mana, whatever you want to call it. If you do, target creature gains double strikes to the end of turn. It's quite good fun, and it's very, very good. Invasion Regatha's also here because it transforms into a creature with prowess when you manage to get down the 5 damage off the battle. But 4 damage to an opponent or a battle is pretty good, and then 1 damage to kill something like a, I don't know, Birds of Paradise maybe. Not the worst plan in the world. Jessicai's Will, a card you can drop, save some money if you want to. Jessicai's Will still sitting at $20 as I do this video, so you can drop this out to save some money. Thorned Moloch is also here, has first strike when it's attacking, so that's pretty good. Valakut Awakening gives us our 37th land if we need it, or it gives us a way of cycling through our hand if we don't like what we've got. Come on. Bloodwater Entity, another flying with prowess, and into the battlefield. You may put target instant or sorcery card from your graveyard on top of your library. Nice way to recycle some of the stuff you may have already cast, you know, Ponder, Visions, Faithless Looting, etc. Deafening Clarion, just so we can give everything lifelink if we need to. And if we've casted a number of spells and all our creatures are above 3 toughness, so 4 or more toughness, it's a nice way to wiping out some of the annoying small things we've got as well. Jessicai's Charm, because we were playing the Jesicai colours, I figured we might as well have this in. The +1/+1 on lifelink is probably what we're going to be going for. You know, even with just single prowess, that gives me those creatures have got +2/+2 and lifelink to the end of turn. Day of Judgment can be any one of the 4 mana Wrath of God variants. You know, Wrath of God, Day of Judgment, whatever you want to put in. I've just put Day of Judgment in. Misfire Adept, whenever you cast a non-creature spell, target creature gains flying to the end of turn. This is nice. This gives you a way of making sure you get in the damage you want to get in with your creatures. Niblis of Frost is a flyer naturally for 4 mana with 3/3 and prowess, and whenever you cast an instant or sorcery, you get to tap a creature and it gets frozen down for a turn. Goblin Wizardry I forgot about, but it gives you 2 goblin tokens with prowess, so, you know, still kind of a creature, I suppose, maybe, don't know. Past in Flames, just so we can, each instant and sorcery card in your graveyard gets flashback equal until the end of turn. The flashback cost is equal to its mana cost, which is nice. Chain reaction to control the board. Jaya, Fire Negotiator, produces monks with prowess that are red. Or you can exile the cards, or you can do one of the other things, but you're going to be doing the +1/+1 until you get all the way up to the 8, so you can do the emblem bit. Don't do it any other way. Invasion of Kylene, I had 98 cards. I was trying to think of something else to put in. Invasion jumped to my mind, mainly because it gives us a +2/+2 in vigilance and haste on a couple of creatures, and if we can get rid of it, we get a nice couple of 3/3 or 3/2 white warrior creature tokens. Whenever this and at least one other creature token attacks, put a +1/+1 counter on it. Nice. Obviously, I figured we better have a version of Narset in Planeswalker form in here, just so we can prove that she was a Planeswalker. This one, get the mana, get the life, cast the non-creature spells. Ring Warden Owl, flying with prowess, not the best creature in the world. 3/3 for 5 mana for 3/3, but again, it can easily be changed for something you prefer if you want to. Stormwing Entity, however, I would suggest you don't change. This can come down for a blue and a colourless if you cast at least once instant or sorcery beforehand, and when it comes into play, it scries. And it's also got prowess, so that's actually quite a good 5 mana 3/3 flyer. Dragonstyle Twins is something I'd forgotten about, and it's a 3/3 for 5 mana, but it's got double strike. Very good defender, nice with the prowess bonuses we get. I've missed one card out in purposely. I want to just talk about Alicia the Infinite. Again, from Double Masters 2022. This one, I think it was printed before then, has prowess. You look at the top card of your library at any time, and you can cast all the non-creature spells. The reason I've missed Venser is one of your best win conditions in the deck. The -1 to make all your creatures can't be blocked this turn. And if you've managed to trigger off a whole load of instants and sorceries or other things to get the prowess going, really does make a mess of your opponent's plans to block you out and save themselves. You will win if you do this, believe me, I've done it. Sage Eye Avengers is also here. Attacks, you may return target creature to its owner's hand if its power is less than Sage Eye Avengers. With a couple of prowess triggers, you're going to be attacking with, 6/7 sometimes. 7/8. You are going to bounce mainly everything your opponents have got that may be getting in your way and causing you a problem. The last 3 cards are very much straightforward. Approach of the Second Sun is a backup win condition, just because, and it gives us a bit of life, which is quite nice, but the backup win condition is more appropriate from my point of view. Inspired Ultimatum, because why not? I want to play the Jeskai Ultimatum in deck, and this was the perfect deck for it. Target player gains 5 life, it deals 5 damage to any target, and then we draw 5 cards. Cast this, you should have enough cards in your hand to trigger all your prowess multiple times and win the game that turn. And finally, just to make sure that we've got the other version of Elixir of Immortality here, put a target spell or non-land permanent second from top on the library, and then do the Aftermath thing to shuffle everything from your graveyard and your hand into your library and draw 7 cards again. Repeat the process. It is very simplistic, this version of Narset. I can see Narset being a very good combo commander, but I really want to try and concentrate on the prowess for this first one. If I see a combo version appear, I'll try and make some notes on it. I'll look back over the game when I'm streaming it, and I may do a different deck tech for Narset later on. But at the moment, I think the prowess way is the way to go with it. Just for the cards we have got in the deck that can come out, obviously I've got Plateau in the deck. You can drop that out. I've got Arid Messer that can come out. Besieger, who shelters all. Sorry. That can come out as well if you need it to. Steam Vents is here, and Raguin Triome is also in the deck. If you take them out, you're taking the deck price down quite considerably, I'll be honest with you now. But that's it. That's my take on Narset for the time being. Please, like I say, I hope you've hit the subscribe button. I hope you've hit the like button. Leave me a comment. Let me know what you think. And I'll see you in the next video. Take care. See you soon. Bye.